Welcome to Manifesting Through Motherhood. I'm your host, Lindsay Williams, a self-development mentor, entrepreneur and author, dedicated to helping busy mums like you manifest success, balance and create passive income on your terms. With years of experience in mindset, manifestation, fitness, parenting and business growth, I share simple yet powerful strategies to help you transform your life without the overwhelm. If you're ready to up-level your mindset, build a thriving business and create the life you truly deserve, you're in the right place. You can also find all my books on Amazon, packed with tools to help you manifest and grow. So don't forget to follow the podcast to be updated on all new episodes. And let's get going. Welcome back to yet another episode. Honestly, it comes round so quick to recording. I'm like, wow. I mean, I should batch record a few, which I think I'm probably going to. But I do like talking week to week because what I do like to do is talk about what I'm up to. I think if you're listening, and I've got my regular listeners that listen on a daily, it reflects on like what I'm doing. But obviously, you if you are new to the podcast, what I'm doing in my daily life's gone and been. But it is nice to see a journey. I feel like I listen to podcasts and it's nice to listen to the journeys of people and what they're doing, especially when it comes to self-development, because I like to see what people are up to. We get involved with people, we get to watch them, don't we? I always follow like a lot of people that I listen to on podcasts on social media because we like to follow families and see what everybody's up to. And yeah, because that's what life is, don't we? We get intrigued by what people are doing, and especially when it's like self-development and life, improvement and families. I talk a lot about my son on here and what I'm doing, and I'll drop in my husband now and again. So, but yeah, yesterday was good. We had a date day. My mum took my son out for the day, and it was our like last day of going out in midweek because he's going back on like weekday shifts, so he's a bit gutted about. But it's just what it is, isn't it? And I said to her, you know what, weather's going to change soon and we're going to not probably go out in the week. So we went to Lytham, we did golf, we did food, we had a little hold hands and walk. I feel like it's really important that you still do that. It doesn't have to be expensive, what you do. We just went for a carvery because it's what we like. It's just something easy. And I was like, and it's funny because like where Lytham is, where I am, it's a lot of pensioners, a lot of people that have retired. It's their lifestyle. I love it. It's just nice and quiet. But we forgot it was half term and it was chocker, and the car park was so busy and it was like really busy around. And I went in jeans. I don't know why I put jeans on. I can't understand why I did it with a t-shirt. I think I just thought it was cooler in Preston, but then when I went to Lytham, it was boiling. I had to like turn my jeans up, but I actually played quite well considering I had jeans on. But what I wanted to talk about is how do we manifest when life's chaos at the minute? Because I know like so many people have messaged me said, Lindsay, I'm 3 episodes behind. I've not even listened to your podcast. I was like, what do you mean you haven't listened to the podcast? You're missing out. Like you're missing what I'm up to. And they're like, I haven't had a minute. And I can see that with my downloads sometimes. I'll get like a surge on one day and then it's quiet another day. But it is half term, and then what I see in September, I have a massive influx of like new listeners because it's self-improvement, it's September, we have new goals, new focuses. So I love it because we're always constantly thinking about what we want to manifest, what's next, what's coming. But just because we haven't done it yet, it doesn't mean we're not going to do it and we're letting ourselves down. We just don't always have the appropriate time. Like I need to start, doing my new front covers to my book, and I've started them. And there's a block, but I feel like it's my husband being at home. I feel like I can't get in the floor. So when he's back, I am going to allocate a certain day or afternoon, and then I'll get back on my having guests on the episode and then having my admin time. I feel like I can't concentrate if he's in the garden or he's at home. So I'm actually looking forward to having that time back in my office where I can just relax. I know I can do it anyway, but that mindset is different because he's in work, I'm working. And then I can have the weekends off then. So it's getting into that flow. It's really hard, isn't it? When you're trying to manifest, it's chaotic and, it's summer holidays. Everyone's just in the house and you're trying to work, you're trying to juggle and you're trying to remember like what day it is. You're trying to entertain people. Like you're spending that much money on rubbish. Like probably trying to manifest more money. Like we're spending like money like it's going, honestly, I'm spending money like it's going out of fashion at the minute with different things. And I'm like, and I probably do spoil them too much. Like, little things, but it's hard when you've got SEN kids because they want things and the sensory things and things to keep them happy, and it's just balance. It's really hard because he doesn't really get it, but I also have to make sure that he understands right from wrong and make sure that he understands that things do cost money, but he doesn't get it, that actually you don't go and get things, you've got to buy them. So I'm trying to talk about money, but in a good way, in a positive way, because it's like you don't want to go back to like old belief coding where you know, talk about money and funny money around mindsets, because that's how it takes us into adults. So I want to make sure that he's got good positive like views on money, because sometimes we can get ourselves into this like headspace, but obviously we need to earn money, we need to work for money. Don't know how he's going to do that as he gets older. We're just going to have to see what happens and obviously work with skill. But yeah, but sometimes you'll have days where you just can't be bothered, and it doesn't mean like you've lost your mojo, your ambition. You might have some huge, I've got loads of things I want to do, but I'm like, the universe always says to me, a little voice in my head says, slow down, just give yourself a minute. And I'm thinking, you know what, I've got a couple of weeks, half term. I've really struggled to get in a flow as much, like that 100% flow when my son's off, because he's doing one thing 1 minute and he's pecking my head and like he's going to bed late and he's like constantly asking questions after questions after questions. I'm like, we're looking at each other like, my mum had him yesterday, and then by the end of the day she's like, oh. So could you imagine this every day? She's like, I don't know how you do it. It's just constant. It's like that ADHD, you know, with his MSL2, but not in a bad behavioural way, but he's getting older now. He's 5'8" now and he's bigger. He has questions and he's getting heavier now, and I'm still in a carer's role, but he's not. I'm still classing him as a baby, so I don't really treat him much different than when he was a young child. And I'm thinking, Lindsay, I need to snap out of this. I need to make sure that I'm instilling some more independent skills. So trying to do that over summer, trying to get him to help with things, and because I know what I was capable of at that age, but I know he's got his disabilities, so I get that, and I can't use that as an excuse, but I also know that he struggles with certain aspects, especially like his mobility, and doing certain, there's danger, awareness, everything. So obviously juggling life, and I feel like I do well doing what I do, considering I've got this, and there's nothing for the holidays. There's been one summer club I've been able to get him to, but what about working mums that haven't got, I can't just send him to another club. Like, there seems to be things on for people that like I'm not eligible for. I don't mind paying, but I still can't go. But what about, it should be for everybody. Everything should be for everybody. It should be like it should be inclusive. But we don't want to think of manifesting as like another job, like another thing to do. It has to flow really well. Like, especially if we start putting it on our to-do list, like the meditating, the affirmations, gratitude, like all that, you've got to kind of just let it embed together, come together, let it work together, let it be. Once you've got to a point where manifest, like I got up this morning, everyone was still in bed, came down, did my planning and journaling. I had a client come at 8:30, so I was like, I'll get up, and then at 8 o'clock I'd done my hair, makeup was on, a cup of tea, I was here at my desk doing everything, my affirmations, my positivity for the day. It was done. I feel good, positive, not before, because I know what I need to do. I'm in my mind. I think when you anchor that feeling for the day, you can actually roll with it better, rather than just taking it through the day. I need to do this, I need to do that. I've had my shake, I've done that. I've not done exercise yet, I will do that. It's the only thing I haven't done yet. So, but you know what? I'm not going to chuck everything at me at once. I'm just going to just go through the day with some ease. But you obviously, you might be like working at home and like trying to do everything, and we kind of like focus on one thing and forget what we're doing, and we can feel like we're falling behind and like you're not doing enough, and you start comparing, and everybody else is doing this, doing that. I've been watching people on social media, I'm like, I need to do some more reels. I actually think, oh, I need to be doing that, I need to be doing this, and you start to like put a bit of pressure on yourself. But we haven't lost our manifestation. You don't just lose something you've been working towards because like you've had a slower week. Like, you haven't cancelled your goals because you've taken the foot off the accelerator, and you haven't suddenly become out of alignment because you're stressed. You're just living a real life. And I want you to remember this on the podcast. We are real parents, and might be grandparents, but we can still get back into our flow. And I think sometimes we treat our goals like they're going to disappear if we don't constantly chase them, but we can get bored of them sometimes. So we do need to take the foot off the pedal if we are working and we've got things going on. And it's just about trusting yourself a little bit more, and just remembering like what we're building, where we're going. We don't have to sprint everywhere. And because I'm still growing my podcast and my business, I'm still putting myself out there, but I'm also living my life. It has to be in alignment. I have to stay in my own lane. I have to make sure what I'm doing is right for me and it doesn't feel off. If I start chasing another line, it's not going to feel right. It's going to feel like I'm pushing it because I'm rushing. So it can't rush, because I don't think the universe just works at your pace, like at your speed, because we can't like keep adding things on because we think, oh, I've not really done any goals. So we can get a bit silly and we can start chucking in some big goals and we're like, we don't really want that. But then we see other people doing it. I'm like, oh, maybe we should be doing that. And then we start saying, well, there's people doing that this year. Like, I'm in group chats and networking groups and they're all like, oh my God, how's everybody coping? But it is, how we can like do all the manifestation rituals in the day. Like I sit outside the salon and I have a bit of a visualization moment, chuck my shoes up, put my feet on the fake grass. It's a little bit of grounding. And I think about what I want to do, how I want to feel. So I kind of can bring myself back quite well. Go and get a nice cup of tea and just give yourself like that 5 minutes of reflection. And you can do the gratitude in your head. You don't always have to write it down. Just keep reminding your brain. It's like conditioning your brain to do these like compound like rituals every day that we do. So we might not always do it at the same time every day with manifesting, but we can just keep the flow going at some point throughout the day. So we have a minute. Don't be just thinking, I'm just going to do this, I'm going to do that, just to have a breath, because we might just be on calls. Your kids might be playing. I know a lot of people are actually working from home and they work on the phones and the kids are going to have to play. And it's hard because we're like, the kids need to live, but we also, our employees aren't going to give us time off, are they? Like, what are we meant to do if we don't have people that can help us? And when you've got like later teens, they don't want to be looked after and go to grandmas or aunties and uncles, because they get a bit, my son goes to my auntie and uncles and he gets bored now because they're both deaf. So it's sort of that chat. He does sign in a bit, but they used to like take him out and do more with him. But they're saying he's quite hard work now. He's getting a little bit challenging, but there's like, no, he can still come. But I get a bit worried because they've not had their own children. So, but then I feel like a bit guilty. I'm like, are you sure she wants to take him? So like they took him the other day, but I said, bring him back a bit early. She texts saying he's got a bit bored now, but he likes playing with the dog. So if it's just a couple of hours, it's better than nothing. So yeah, just give yourself a break this week. Think about what you want. You can still write your goals down, put everything into action, ready for picking up the speed in September. And it's something to look forward to be excited about, because sometimes we can't concentrate. And I had to pause then because my husband came in my podcast room and wanted his trainers and opened the door. I was like, there we go, see, I can't concentrate. So I can't, it's like even recording and doing things, like I have to get up early, but sometimes like in the morning, like I don't want to get up really early and record because you're tired and your brain's a bit foggy. I like to record different times, maybe throughout the day. I've done my rituals and get in a flow and decide what I'm doing before I come and speak on here, because then it feels more energetic, and you can tell in my voice that I'm energetic and like I'm excited, because that's the whole point. It's self-development, self-improvement, and like I want to like motivate you as well. Motivation is hard sometimes, isn't it? Like just to keep going as it is. So it's reminding ourselves what keeps us motivated, what we can do. Like exercise is everything, doing a bit of walking. Like yesterday motivated me just going out for a bit, even though I was boiling in the sun, came back, sat in the garden. And tonight's barbecue and have a bit of a chill and just enjoy the rest of this week on the evenings while we can together, because then it's back to me doing a lot of the school runs, doing it together but doing a lot. And my husband's working a late shift, he won't be at home in the evenings, so everything just we just check, we're all just alike. I just want you to remember that we're all the same, we're all alike, we've all got different things going on and everyone's got craziness going on in their life, but it doesn't stop me manifesting what I want, my best life. I'm manifesting the life that I want. We can always want more, we always need more, don't we? But I'm just so grateful I've got like you amazing guys that listen. I've got my house, I've got my car, I've got my business. Like I'm so lucky to have my business at home, online. Like I can't be any more grateful. How can I always want more when I've got everything that I want, apart from my nan, like here? But that's just life, isn't it? That's just something that I've got to manage myself. So yeah, I think that's it from me today. So I will be recording some more podcasts and I will be getting some guests on. And yeah, I'm excited to get some new energy back to the podcast, some new listeners, and yeah, so let me know what you're up to if you're struggling with anything. There's lots of free resources in my linktree. There's a money mindset like workbook. You can buy my book Manifesting on through Motherhood. It's about £10, or you can get it on Kindle for like £2.23. If you've got that, let me know if you download that, and yeah, let me know if you're stuck. And I will speak to you soon. Have a great day and a great week, and yeah, and happy manifesting. If you're feeling called to go deeper, to align more, create more, and really step into that next version of you, you'll find everything you need in my linktree. From my book Manifesting Through Motherhood to powerful resources and ways we can work together, it's all there waiting for you. Come and find me on Instagram or Facebook. I love hearing what landed with you. Don't forget to follow the podcast, and if this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who is on their own journey too. And happy manifesting.